Hey guys, Strider here, and in this video I will be guiding you through all of Nayzaga's abilities. I will show you all abilities a couple of times and explain how to avoid them or deal with them. Please remember to thumbs up this video if you liked it or it helped you, comment on it if you have something to say or give out feedback, share it as you see fit, and do not forget to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my channel for more Dauntless content. Nayzaga shares a model with Quillshot to an extent which can help you in dealing with his abilities because some of them are copied versions of Quillshot's abilities and he has a couple of original ones. The first ability Nayzaga does is his Shock Spin. This ability is cast in two situations. The first one is when you start your fight against him. He will spin in a place, dealing damage with his tail, and he will also send a lightning storm towards a random player. If you're solo against him, this ability will always target you. If you are in a group, it will target a single random player. The lightning storm deals damage along its full travel distance and travels in a straight line towards the position of the player. It will not bend or move out of its trajectory like some of his other abilities. I suggest to either sprint to the left or right, and if it's close to you, just roll and evade in any direction you choose, excluding backwards. He will also cast this ability if he flees and you face him a second or third time in the same hunt. So be careful. The second situation in which he uses this ability is when he's in his Aether mode. The difference is that when he does it now, he will send the lightning storm towards his big spike pylon. So you need to be careful not to be near him when he does it and not to be between him and the big spike pylon. His second ability is Slide. He will also do this ability immediately after he casts his first Shock Spin when you begin the fight. From there on, he will periodically do this. The ability consists of two long slides, which he does towards a random target player. I suggest to evade with a roll when he gets near you. Also, be careful since this ability follows the player to a certain degree and is not a straight trajectory slide. His third ability is Front Swipe. This ability is similar to Quillshot's Front Swipe. Nayzaga will raise his body and follow up with a frontal swipe with one of his claws. You can evade with a single roll towards the hand he is going to swipe with. You can also stay to the side of his opposite claw or anywhere behind him. Being in that position, the ability will not deal any damage to you since you're out of its hit radius. His fourth ability is Side Swipe. Again, this ability is similar to Quillshot's. He will pull his claw towards his body and then follow up with a swipe in the opposite direction. If you are rolling to evade this ability, roll towards him when he swings, since if you roll in the direction he swings his claw, there is a chance that the swipe will hit you. Now, you can stay near the back leg of the arm opposite of the one that is about to swipe, or near his tail to be completely safe from this ability. You should not stand near the back leg of the arm that is swiping because the swipe hits in an arc towards his leg, so be careful. His fifth ability is Body Slide. This ability is again identical to the Body Slide of Quillshot. Nayzaga will bend on one of his sides, then slide towards a player direction. You can evade towards him when he gets close to you. You can outsprint the ability if you have some distance between you and Nayzaga, or you can sprint out of his ability range. The ability does not have a long travel distance and is not hard to deal with. His sixth ability is Body Slam. You can evade by rolling towards him or to the left and right. Do not roll backwards or in the direction he's falling, since there is a chance the ability hit radius will hit you. His seventh ability is Claw Slam. He will lift his claw and slam the ground. It is easy to evade this ability since it has a hit radius near the claw that he is slamming with and near his head. You can just move near his legs and tail, or you can just roll in any direction when he's about to slam the ground. His eighth ability is Tail Swipe. Nayzaga will pull his tail and then swipe in the opposite direction. He will swipe with both his tail and body in a full 180 degrees arc from his initial position. The best way to evade is to roll in the direction towards his tail just before he swings, or to get further away from his tail like I demonstrated just now. If you stand behind him and near the direction where he pulls his tail, he will not hit you for sure. Also, if you destroy his tail, he will no longer cast this ability. His ninth ability is his Small Spike Pylon. When he casts this ability, he will create a spike pylon consisting of two spikes. Each 30 seconds, the pylon or pylons will send a small shock ball towards a random player. If there is only a single player, all pylons will shoot the balls towards him. If the balls hit you, they will deal damage and also put you under shock debuff, which disables all your actions with the E button as well as using any consumables. You can also hit the balls to send them back towards the pylons or position Nayzaga between you and the pylons, since when the balls hit him, they will disappear. The pylons take around 7 or 8 hits with a sword to be destroyed, or the equivalent amount of damage with any other weapon. His 10th ability is his Big Spike Pylon, which he will only cast during his Aether mode. He will create a pylon consisting of 5 spikes. As mentioned earlier, he will periodically cast Shock Spin, which will send a lightning storm towards the big pylon, so you have to be careful not to stand in its way, near Nayzaga or near the pylon while the storm is there. The first time the pylon gets hit by the lightning storm, it will charge itself and send a big shock ball towards every player. You can again send this ball back towards the pylon by hitting it, or you can evade it with a roll. The pylon will afterwards send a ball on each second charge, so put it simply, on the first, third, fifth and so on charges from the shock spin. Be careful because these balls will pass through Nayzaga and hit you if you're standing near him. This pylon takes considerably more time to destroy, but when you do, it will send Nayzaga in a disabled state for a couple of seconds, which is a time when you can deal tons of damage to him. Also, after a couple of destroyed big pylons, he will no longer be able to create small shock pylons since you destroy part of his spikes on his body. When all spikes are grey, he will no longer create small pylons. Finally, Nayzaga cannot pass through the big pylon, and some of his abilities can get stuck on it or be unable to hit you directly. You can see on the video that his slide had to move to the side of the pylon. Nayzaga has 2 stages, Aether mode and ENRAGE mode. Both can happen at the same time. When he enters ENRAGE mode, his abilities will deal slightly more damage and he will also do them faster. He will however not gain any new abilities while enraged. Nayzaga enters Aether mode when he summons his big shock pylon. Immediately after the pylon is placed, he gets shocked and deals damage around him. His spikes will also grow and electricity will start running around his body. While in Aether mode, all of Nayzaga's abilities will apply shock debuff to players. He will also start casting his shock spin periodically. He will go out of Aether mode after a given amount of time, or if you destroy the big shock pylon. This is everything regarding Nayzaga's abilities. Be sure to check my full solo fight against him by clicking the link down in the description or at the end of this video. Remember to also thumbs up this video if you liked it or it helped you. Comment on it if you have something to say or give out feedback, share it as you see fit, and do not forget to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my channel for more Dauntless content.